Hello friends and happy Saturday morning. I hope everybody is doing lovely. My name is Bree and I have in front of you what I consider a pretty perfect haul. So I love to go thrifting, garage sailing, estate sailing, you name it, buy all of this lovely junk. I do some reselling and I do some flips, and you can find everything that I sell over on upcycledbybree.com. Now, all of these products you see in front of me have already been listed. They go live 5 minutes before I do. I have dropped the link to the collection down below and I'll be dropping it in the live chat. I have pre-recorded this week's haul since it's a holiday weekend, but I will be in the chat chatting live, and I promise I won't mess it up this time. If you were here last time I pre-recorded a haul, I uploaded it wrong. I apologize, but today we're golden. So say hello, let me know where you're watching from. If you see something you love, you better run over to my site right now. Go ahead and buy it. Don't just put it in the cart. Go ahead and check all the way out because things sell really fast. And if you don't secure it now, it might be gone by the time you want it. Now, if you see something else you love and you place another order within 24 hours, I'll combine those down into one box and refund any extra shipping when I ship it out. So those are the rules. That's how we do things around here. And now we can start looking at some amazing junk. So I went to 4 places. I went to a Goodwill and a Salvation Army. Both of those were in Kansas City. And then here in town, I hit up a garage sale and I went to a smaller local store. She was having a big kind of blowout sale. So 4 different places, a ton of great junk. Let's get started. A Salvation Army and Goodwill each had a color of the day that was half price. This bird cage was half price. It was $6 after the discount. And I went ahead, it was white. I sprayed it black because I am totally in love with black decor right now. I think it looks a lot better. I think it was like wicker wood before, but now it's black. I have it listed up at $19.95 and I had like just enough spray paint for it. I needed to use up the rest of that spray paint anyway. So that worked out perfectly. Now, I use bird cages all the way through the end of summer until we get to like closer to fall. What about y'all? Is that just a spring thing for you, or do you continue to use them? So a garage sale find, this was $2. It had some drill bits and stuff in it. I took out what I wanted, got rid of the rest, and I am listing the box up by itself at $10.95. Now the latch on it is kind of you can get it to lock if you try hard enough, but I would use this more for decor in a vignette. I would actually prop it open, some pretty flowy greenery out of the side. But who can resist that white, chippy, beautiful rust? Not me. These canisters are very pretty. They were $4 each. This was at the Salvation Army. Nice thick glass. I think they're a little bit older. And then they've got the metal lids. So like the apothecary style lids, they screw in through the bottom. So very well made and very thick glass. They've got some seals on them still. It does okay. I wouldn't say it seals up perfectly, but it still has a little bit of a seal left. And then you can see it's got some pretty texture through the glass. Varying heights, and I really love selling glass here lately. Well, buying it, and y'all love, I love buying it and selling it, and y'all love buying it. It's a little trickier to ship, but I keep picking it up because it seems to be popular. So $24.95 on the set of 2. This was also a garage sale find. Pardon me. I have like a hair. One hair that's tickling my face. And I can't decide. Did this used to be 3 of these jars and 2 of the lids broke, so they stacked them? Or do you think it actually sold like this? I don't know, but how perfect would this be with candy? You could put jelly beans, the perfect, delicious Cadbury eggs, and I don't know. What is another Easter candy? You could stick 3 different candies in there. How pretty would that be? It'd be really pretty at Christmas time too. I paid $1. That is up at $19.95. And those apothecary jars sell very well for me. Teal mason jar. There's no lid on this one. It looks like it was one of those glass dome lids with the little metal closure. It's missing, it's gone. Number 5 on the bottom of this guy, if you like to collect them. I paid $1 and I listed it at $8.95 since it's nothing too fancy, no fancy lid anymore. I've been wanting to start picking up more linens. These came from the small local store and she had a lot of linens. I got a few things. There were some big, beautiful blankets and I'm kicking myself for not picking them up. They're about $25 each, but I wish I would have taken the time to look while I was there what they would have retailed at, but that's okay. Doilies. Aren't these pretty? I called these the solid doily set. They are $10.95. There's 4 of them. There is this one. This is the large doily. All the doilies are $10.95. It was easier when I was pricing them. That one's really pretty. I love these because I just sit there and think about the time that somebody took to hand make them and the art of the doily. I'm selling these 2 as a set. More of a diamond shape. Aren't those pretty? $10.95. And this long oval one, also $10.95. It has the small little flower shapes inside. Gorgeous. These are kind of tricky to get good pictures of where I have my setup. So take the time to watch this video and rewind it if you need a closer look at them. This flower sack, beautiful condition, like no stains, no rips. She charged me $3 for it. I have it up, I do believe, at $24.95. Look at the pretty grain sack stripe on it too. This would be really cute hanging over a blanket ladder or out of a big basket. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, what do y'all want me to shop for? I had a request to find some big architectural salvage pieces. Well, not necessarily big, but like authentic. I'm going to be in Kansas City this weekend for a little bit, so I think I'm going to do a little hunting, try to at least. And if not, then at least start finding some places. What else would y'all want me to be shopping for? Anything that I'm missing out on? This cute little brass, brass. 1986 Holland watering can is adorable. It's got some great patina on it. The prices that you see here were from the small shop sale I went to, and I ended up getting a bit of a bundle deal. So these were probably just a little less than the stickers you're seeing, but probably around $2 is what I paid for this, and I have it up at $11.95. Super cute. I kept a little black one kind of like that, and I've got it in my living room. It's so cute in the spring. This came from the Topeka Vendors Market. I guess I went to 5 places, 6. There was some giving tree in there too. Wow, I've been shopping a lot. To be fair, I only picked up a few things at the vendors market, and I paid $12 for this. It's more of a boutique-y, antique / like handmade vendor mall. Gorgeous hammered copper though, in a great shape and a great size. Not very big, about the size of my hand. I have it up at $24.95. And if this doesn't sell pretty soon, I'll probably take it down and keep it. These came from the garage sale that I went to, which was actually mostly primitives. They're over on this side. We'll get to them soon. But this was in the garage sale as well. There was only 2. It was dripping. I just washed them. There was only 2. I bet it used to be a set of 4. They say de la cuisine on them. And they do have some good patina. At the inside though, you could use them. Like I would put my coffee in here inside of a Ziploc bag. There's no good seal to them. But they're clean enough on the inside, you could use them if you wanted. I washed them even. These little lids, very, very cute. They're $3.95 each with the milk glass inserts in them. And I have mine just stacked in a little vignette, a couple right side up, a couple right side down. And they just make a really fun little pop of texture in your spring vignette. When I think of canning and stuff, I definitely think of spring and summer. More lids. Those were $3.95 each. This is a set of 5 for $8.95. They're a little bit different. But again, just a fun shape, good texture. Add a little metal to your vignette. I called this the unique decor board. It's a very interesting shape. It almost reminds me of an ironing board. But do you think it's for fish? That's what I was wondering. It looks like a fish shape to me. Oh, I don't have a sticker on this one. I paid a couple bucks for it. I bet I have this one up at $16.95. I'll drop a link. I don't remember. This was kind of cool. I found this mill for $3.99 at the Giving Tree. I ran by to get boxes. So of course, if I'm there, I'm going to shop a little. So it's probably a given I'm going to be there every day. But $3.99 on this one. And then I found this pestle for $4.99 at the Goodwill. I put them together as a set for $24.95. And this one is actually just like the perfect shape for this. So I love when those thrift store marriages happen and you didn't even need to. This is like for making applesauce, old food mill. Love the combination of the metal and the wood together. I've sold a couple of those before too. Oh, so I did a little preview when I was at Giving Tree and somebody said, you should have grabbed these. They're definitely worth it. They're little glass Pyrex funnels. They say 60 degrees on them and made in the USA. I found a little info, but not a ton. They had them marked at $4.99 each. I have them at $14.95, and the ones I found online were like triple that price, which is crazy. So if you know what these are for, let me know, because I'm a little baffled. Somebody told me to get them, so hopefully whoever wanted them sees this. I can't remember who said it. They are neat looking. I just don't know exactly what they're for. Pick up these wooden bowls constantly when I'm seeing them. I sell them singly. They sell better for me that way. These were $2 each. I only like to usually pay $1, but that's okay because they're a really fun shape. And I have them listed up at $8.95. I've got 5 of them available. I would use those, and I have one for like keys and change, jewelry. You could put, you know, any kind of little trinket in it, but they are made for the kitchen. So if you want to use them in the kitchen, go for it. I think most people that are buying them for me are using them for trinket trays. This big old brass candlestick came from Salvation Army. I didn't find much there, so I was happy to find this. It was $4. It says made in England on the bottom. So I snagged it, of course, and it is $16.95. It's got a little bit of patina on it. A little bit of brass patina, but not very much. Pardon me for just a second. I am having the worst allergies. It's crazy in Kansas. Everything is blowing around in the wind. Pardon me while I itched my face. This little angel has got quite a bit of attention. It needs a bit of a wash, and it looks like it had a little repair on the end of its wing. It got glued back on at one point. So I have it up at only $9.95. It's just a single, but it's very cute, blowing a kiss. Looks like a little kind of stoic boy angel to me. I paid $2 for him. And I would say thrift store prices are definitely up everywhere. Even here in Topeka, they're up a bit. Brass pocket change dish, another trinket tray, a real trinket tray. Always buy these when I see them. This one was $4, and I have it up at $14.95. Now I know it's still only April, but let's start thinking about Father's Day coming up in June. This would be perfect. I found 2 of these green colored items. At first I passed on this because it was $6. But then I found something else that was the same green color, so I went ahead and grabbed it, thinking it would just look good for pictures. Oh my gosh, I didn't get a picture of this before I went live. That was my thumbnail. Grr. It's all right. I'll screenshot something. Anywho, I thought it would look good for my thumbnail that I didn't take. $5.99 is what I paid. Now it's still usable. You can tell it's had water in it before, but it's just a gorgeous, perfect green color. Misco Enterprises. It's not even that old. Perfect green and brass. $19.95 for the watering can. Don't usually buy pillows. This one was in really good shape. You can see this side, that's plain color, is very nice and clean. And it has just the most beautiful white barn on it. It was $2.99 and I have it listed up at $19.95. Now I do have the dimensions of these things in the listings. So if you wanted to know how long this pillow was, you could just go to the description in the listing and it should say most of the time how big things are. I'm irritated about my thumbnail. I'm gonna let it go. This colander I thought would make a beautiful planter or a great colander. Again, the green color, and this would look amazing with some rolling pins. In fact, this color looks gorgeous on it. So I paid $6 for this enamel pan. It is up at $19.95. I don't see a lot of this green enamel. And then I found 2 rolling pins. These were at the small store here locally. She only charged me a couple bucks for them. This really cool handled one is $16.95. And this one is $12.95. Look at the color on those though. Beautiful warm wood. How cute is this with rolling pins? And it's a little bit shorter, I think, than most Crocs, so you can see more of the rolling pin. $5 on this. Oh, gorgeous piece of salvage. I have it up at $34.95, and I am going to set it next to another piece of salvage wood I have by my faux mantle and display it until it sells. Probably won't be very long, but maybe I can enjoy it for a couple days at least. Oh, so gorgeous. They just don't make things like they used to. I imagine this was part of a table. This crock pitcher, really good orangey brownish warm summer color. I paid $5 for it, give or take, probably a little less after my bundle deal. And it's up at $14.95. I love the drippy glaze running down it. It's in a good shape too. Brass bunny. This came from the vendor's market. I think I paid $4.99 on it, and I have it up at just $10.95. He's just a little guy, but I know everybody loves bunnies, so I couldn't leave him behind. He can live right up here until he sells too. Watch, I'm gonna forget. These were in a stack at this small local store, stack of 6. I grabbed them all. They were $1 each, and I have this set up at $22.95. This is like the perfect curated for you already collection for a little wall display. The blue colors are really fun. Love that. Couldn't pass that up, especially all put together for me already. Usually I have to find those a couple at a time. Okay. This is really hard for me. I'm dancing. I'm so excited. I have been looking for flower frogs for a long time, but at this house that I'm renting, there are no perennials. There's no pretty flowers outside. So I have no use for these right now. I wanted them for like the peonies and stuff I had at the old house, but you know what? That's okay. There will be more flower frogs someday when I'm ready for them. These were amazing prices. I paid $2, $1.50, and $1.50. I looked these up and they are kind of insane. I didn't quite realize how expensive they were, I don't think. This 3-inch one is $24.95. This 2-inch one is $19.95. And this amazing oval green one, it's my favorite, is $19.95. I think they look pretty amazing all together. So if you're wanting to start the little collection, there's a start. I almost broke these, so let's move them. little hen and rooster, salt and pepper. Very crazed, not crazed hens, but like crazing. And chippy paint. They were sold as is at the vendor's market, and I was like, yes, please. They have a little tray. I paid $5, and they're up at $14.95. All right, and 3 more frogs. These are glass, 3 inches, 3.5 and 3 inches, I think. 2 of them are a bit newer. 1 of them I think is just a bit older. Here's A, it is $14.95. B, they're all $14.95. And then C, I think is just a little bit older. So super happy to find all of those in one place, except for one of the flower frogs was at the Giving Tree. And I paid $1.50 for 2 of the glass ones and $3 for the other ones. So great, great, great finds. And the perfect time. It is the perfect season. 2 hymn books. We have hymns for junior worship and hymns for primary worship. Some really great patinaed pages if you wanted to use a few for crafts. And then also just great colors on books. These would be good for Christmas time, of course. I paid a couple bucks on them. They're up at $14.95. I found this huge cutting board for $6 at Goodwill. I have it up at $39.95. This one is still totally usable, or you could use like some antiquing wax or decrepit dust or something and really do a fun aged finish on this one and use it in decor. Either way, it's got the little lip on the edge, so if you're chopping stuff, the vegetable juice and whatever doesn't flow off. Oh my gosh, my back. That wasn't very smart. Coffee grinder. Goodwill on this one. I paid $8. It's up at $24.95. Look at that gorgeous dark wood and the little bronze or copper plate there, cafe. There's a little bit of coffee grounds down in there, so it's definitely usable. And this would be great for a coffee bar too. Who still has coffee bars? Those were super, super popular there for a while. And I'm not sure if it's such a thing anymore. I just have mine on my counter. I don't have room for a coffee bar. These hands, I didn't realize until somebody mentioned it. They're Avon. And I just thought, I thought they were kind of weird when I saw them. I'd never seen anything like that. I thought they were milk glass. They might be. I have a hard time telling what's real and what's not. They're pretty popular online. I have it listed up at $16.95. I paid $2. I thought they'd make a really cute soap dish or jewelry holder by the kitchen sink or at the bathroom sink or on a vanity. Let me know if those ring a bell. Did somebody you know used to have those? Urinal. Yes, it's a urinal. I know. $8 is what I paid for this at the vendor's market. I have it up at $18.95. But if you turn it this way, you can't even tell it's a urinal, and it would be gorgeous with peonies or hydrangeas, roses in it, or just rock it. Rock the fact that you have a urinal as a flower vase. Buy the weird things, right? I found a lot of enamel. These other big pieces came from the small local sale, and she only charged me $3 each. And these are some pretty unique shapes too. I don't usually see these rectangles. I thought about keeping these and using them in my fridge, but I decided to go ahead and sell them. They take up a lot of room and I have a small fridge. So this is C, Vintage Enamel Pan C, $24.95. And again, the length, width, and depth are in the dimensions in the listings, in case you're curious. This one seems super, super heavy. It is A. It is also $24.95. And I scrubbed these up for y'all. They were pretty thick. I found a small bowl for $3. This one is blue and white. The rest are black and white. This is $9.95. And this is Vintage Enamel Pan B. It's $22.95. It's a little bit smaller. It's got a little more rust patina, which I personally love. But these actually look really cute stacked up together. Like, what if you did like a garden display and did like a long, pretty, flowy something out of here. You could do succulents in one. I think a lot of people use these in their kitchen displays too. I got a lot of inquiries on these when I was doing sneak peeks, so I have a feeling they're not going to last very long. Okay, next up, some good patinaed planters. This one is a mixed metal. It's got some silver, some brass, and some great rust down at the bottom. I paid $2 on this one, and it is $12.95, I do believe. And then this one is gorgeous, and I probably should have kept it. It's probably too late now. $19.95. This is hammered copper, and look at the patina. You just can't replicate that. Says I paid $4. Again, I got bundled on that deal, and this one is $19.95. Gorgeous. This was $10 at the Goodwill, but I've bought and sold a couple of these already. They sell quickly. I list them up at $44.95. I will take some craft paper and label these 1, 2, and 3. I considered keeping this one, but I really am out of wall space. This was also Goodwill. I paid $10 for the whole thing. I usually only find 1 or 2 of these jars at a time. I never find the holders. And look at that weathered wood. It is beautiful. The seals aren't great on these anymore, so I would say more for like display only. Hold on one second. My puppy's struggling here. Not actual puppy. She's an old lady. Sorry about that. All of the lids look just a little bit different. They've all got a great patina on them. Now this is $49.95 on my site. It's going to be a pain in the butt to ship, but I could not leave it behind. I spotted it, I think, kind of the same time somebody else did, and I just beelined it. No way, lady. I was not. I mean, I beelined it, but I was nice. Okay, so primitives. I put up a short form video. I went live on Facebook. Like, what do y'all think about these? I just got great responses. People loved this stuff. So I guess I'll see how it sells, and maybe we'll keep picking it up. I went to a garage sale here in my neighborhood. It was a multi-family sale in the backyard. There was lots of great things. All of this stuff was one lady's, and she was redecorating. So these she gave me for free because they had blown off the table and broken. I took a little bit of air dry clay and paint and top coat and fixed them. And you can't tell, they're $8.95 each. This is the thick cow. So here's his regular leg, and here's his leg that I made. It might be just a touch shinier after the top coat, but you can't tell. This sheep got a little repair on its front legs, and it got a new ear. No critter left behind. And then this cow got a little patch on its leg, ears, and horns. The horns should probably be white, but I didn't feel like getting out a second paint color. So, anywho, I saved him. I told her I could, and I sure did. And that definitely could have been one of those projects that got lost and went to the death pile, but I was determined. Tiny little primitive bird hanger, $2.95 on this. I think it's a crow, little rusty crow, just a cutie. I found a set of keys. These are $8.95. I paid, was it 20 or 25? I think it was $25 for everything, for a whole box of stuff. So I averaged everything out, the number of items I have, and I paid around $1.50 per item. She had a few things marked, a couple things weren't. I bundled. This is going to be really cute for 4th of July. Primitive house. It says USA. It's got the star. It is $12.95. It could be a shelf sitter or a hanger. That star is giving me ideas for this year. These two houses, I figured if they don't sell and nobody likes this stuff, I could paint these at least. They're $14.95 for the set, and I love how many windows they have. I would probably take the stars off the roof and off of this one if it were me, but you do you, boo. We've got a crow, wooden crow on that beautiful salvaged wood stand. It was originally $20. I have it up at $12.95. My friend Melissa Morrow really loves primitives, so I'm wondering if she watches this haul. Melissa, let me know what you think. Oh, these actually came from the Goodwill. They just got put on the side because of their colors. Salvation Army. I paid $7 for the set of these, and I have them read description. So if you ever see that, make sure you check down in the description box. I'm actually going to give these a paint job. I don't hate their paint job, but I think they'd sell a lot better if they were one solid color with some white wax. What color should I paint them? Or I could go white, like white paint with a dark wax. They'll be $24.95 after they're painted. Another cow statue on top of a house. Just cute. These are just cute. I think that one's $6.95. Nesting boxes. These were Primitives by Kathy. And these originally, they're priced individually on nesting boxes, which I thought was strange. They're originally really expensive, like $14, $10, and $8. It's crazy. I've heard Primitives by Kathy a bajillion times. I don't find very much of it though, honestly. Again, 4th of July, so cute. I have these up at $14.95 for the stars. And then this set here, let's look at this first. So everything doesn't tumble. This ladder had pip berries on it. Big, ugly, gaudy pip berries all up and down the front of it. I just took the pip berries off and I'm selling the ladder as is for $14.95. This is great for like just a small little sliver of space on your wall where you don't have enough room for a very big piece of decor. And it could hold some cute little miniatures as well. All right, this is a set of 7 nesting boxes. And these are gorgeous. I'm not really big on 4th of July decor, but these have kind of stolen my heart. These, don't say that they're Primitives by Kathy on them. I don't know what I did with the price. I'll drop it in the comments. I didn't price these. I think $34.95 is what I have them listed as. Goodness. I'm slack-a-lacking today. Sorry about that. Thought I marked everything. All right. What do we think about Mina? Elena was totally freaked out at first. Now she's growing on her. A primitive doll. And she has a crow, right? I don't know, guys. It was something about her little face. Oh. I've bought a couple of dolls now. One is the Easter Bunny. I have a small Easter Bunny set. I have this one up. I've got a Raggedy Ann set up. They're not selling, so I should probably stop buying them. But for some reason, a few of them are like calling to me. A ton of adorable signs. These gave me some really fun ideas too. This one is $9.95. It's a welcome sign. It's got the cute little primitive flannel bow on it. Antiques and old stuff. This one is $8.95. This one literally says Primitives. I love that font. What font do we think this is? Does anybody know? Could I look it up nowadays on my Cricut or whatever? $8.95 on that one. We've got fresh eggs. That one has a cute little patina bell, some raffia. Total 90s here, y'all. $8.95 on that one. Little handmade signs, and $8.95 on the fresh milk as well. Look at the stenciling under that. I just love it. So drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about the primitives. I didn't have a lot of things to make over this week because I knew I was going to be running out of town. It's going to be busy with the holidays, but I will have some more edited videos up for you next week. And guess what? My Lifestyle by Bri channel has officially made it all of the qualifications for monetization. So thank y'all so much. I've been uploading my thrifting videos over there. So if y'all want to see me shop for these things, make sure you go over there, subscribe, hit the bell to all so you don't miss any uploads. And make sure you do that on this channel as well if you haven't yet. And before you go, if you would please hit the like button and send this video over to a friend, help brighten their holiday weekend. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, friends. Oh.